We're going to talk Bill Genius. So
Bill Genius!
how much has Bill Genius saved our ambassadors over these last couple of years? Over $2 million has
$2 million.
Don't do that. And who's here to help us talk about all of the new features and benefits that Bill Genius is bringing to you, other than Miss Tammy Stroud from Texas? She's a vice president, and she is working with us to support Bill Genius and grow Bill Genius.
Good morning.
Sweet. Let's stop sharing for a second so we can say hi to Tammy.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. What's up, Tammy? How are you?
I'm great. It is a great time to be supporting a product like Bill Genius. What better time ever, in the history of my, experience in working to save people money? Has it been more critical? Has it really been so important to so many families to be able to save them and to have a position where I only earn when they save, right? So it's a good day for me. It's been a good year.
Philosophical alignment, because that's the whole principle behind Ibüümerang.
That's right.
That we only make money when the customer is getting a great deal.
Doesn't that feel great? It feels great.
Yeah, absolutely. So I thought you were actually going to bring Bill with you today.
It's just me. I'm all you get.
All right. Well, you know what? He's got a big round head and he's not as good looking. So we're happy to have you. Have the VP on with us today. Awesome.
He seems very legit.
And he's got glasses and everything. So
yes.
Yeah. All right. Not that glasses mean anything, Mark, because I know you have glasses too.
We like the glasses. They're great.
All right.
All right. Hey,
well, let's get down to business, Tammy. You've got some slides, and
I do. Let's get this shared. Just a moment. I will have this ready to go. Okay.
All right, we're rocking.
Okay, so we are rocking well. So I've got the PDF up here. I will scroll through. So Bill Genius, guys, I think everyone's familiar. I hope everyone's familiar. I hope everyone's involved and has a piece of that $2 million saved. If you don't, man, it's the time to do it for sure. I keep trying to dig up bills and put them in so that I can afford to fill up my Honda Accord. I mean, it's what a time, right? To be trying to save somewhere and divert it. My electric bill, my Honda. So $2 million saved, that number grows every single day. We sit and watch this rolling count. And, for those who might not be as familiar, the Bill Genius platform, we upload our bills, our household bills, our business bills, I'll speak a little more to, and our dedicated negotiators go to work, making sure you have the best rate possible, that you're paying as low as possible for that service that you have in your home, your internet, your cable, your water delivery, your pest control, any type of monthly bill that you might have qualifies for negotiation. So don't be the guy paying more for your cable than your neighbor. No one wants to do that. You're getting the same service, right? If you flip your switch on for your electricity and you're paying more per kilowatt, your electricity is not burning any brighter, guys. So save that money, put it toward things that are important to you, put it back into your business.
Hey, that's a great point, Tammy. And you know what? How about we do this for you? How about we let Mark share the slides for you so that
that'd be great.
Yeah. And you just tell them when you need them to go to the next one.
Perfect.
Cool. There you go.
Okay, I think we can flip 2 forward on this one. Perfect. Okay, so I'm not here just to talk about the platform. I hope that we're all at least somewhat familiar with the Bill Genius platform. I'm here to hype up the new products and services that we've been working really hard for. We're trying to listen. to you, your voice on what we should have, what we could be helping more people with, helping you with. And so I'm happy to be delivering some new products and services to you today. Residential products, commercial services now are full blast on the platform, right? We got them all tested up yesterday. They're in the cart, guys. Go check it out. I'm going to walk through some of these, what they are, what the opportunity is for you. Huge opportunity to help people right now with this stuff. And so I'm super, super thrilled to be going through some of this, letting you know how it works, and more stuff coming. I mean, every single day we've got more stuff coming this year. Huge plans for this platform. And as a matter of fact, you know, as I go through some of these new services, there have been updates even since we put the slides together. You know, literally within hours, new things have launched. So that's pretty exciting. So next one. Community solar. If anyone is familiar with community solar services, certain states right now, New York, Maryland, Maine, Massachusetts, Illinois, Rhode Island, Colorado, New Jersey, we have community solar services available. I think everyone's familiar with the concept of solar energy, right? Green, renewable energy. A lot of us have probably priced out putting solar panels on our homes. This is not what that is. Community solar service is a great, great, great alternative to that for apartment dwellers, for renters, for homeowners, for anyone that lives in the area of one of these community solar fields. Essentially, developers come in and they install these solar panels in bulk in an area, and they tie it into the local electric grid. And you as a customer have the opportunity to enroll as a customer with that community solar farm. And you're basically taking a portion of your electric usage each month from that farm. So now you're not using, you know, the typical, you know, the energy from the grid, you know, nuclear. You're pulling some of your usage from the solar farm, which it helps the local community that you're in. It's renewable, right? Helping the environment. And you are going to be guaranteed at least a 5% discount to your electric bill every single month that you're enrolled on this farm. At least 5%. It goes up to nearly 40% in some of these markets. And so you are hearing me correct. There is no catch to this. You sign up with the community solar farm and you're guaranteed savings. There is no cost. It's just savings every single month, helping the local economy, helping the community. I mean, it is fantastic. There are no panels for you to purchase, nothing at all. Quick sign up, done. Guaranteed savings for you and your customers. There are no contracts with this service. So if you ever wake up one day and say, man, I hate seeing this discount to my electric bill, you're free to go. You're free to cut that contract. But don't, right? We don't have anyone that does that. It's a fantastic product. And you know, we've got, just because of how great it is for everyone, right? Savings, communities, there's tons of these things being developed. You know, I'm in Texas. I would love to see some of these in Texas. It's coming. It would be a wonderful option for me. So we'll continue to push everywhere we have development, where they have capacity for us. We're going to be adding that so you can get your folks on. But listen, if you know anyone in these markets where we have these utility areas, you know, go to the website, check it out. You can check by utility to see, you know, put in your state, your address, see if it's available. If it is, let everyone you know. I mean, it is a fantastic opportunity for you to get them all signed up and saved, right? And then, of course, you know, you're being compensated for that, so it's fantastic. I mean, it's I cannot think of a better product. If we continue to find products that are a guaranteed savings with no catch, we're going to keep them coming, right? So this is kind of a gem in the rough.
You may as well have just dropped a bomb. The chats are going crazy. I mean,
see it.
Did you just say you don't have to own the panels to get the savings?
You never see a panel. You get online and enroll.
Apartments?
Everything. Everyone qualifies. It's fantastic. And I will, that's a great point. There's another good piece to this. If you have anyone who has qualified with that local utility, is what they call LMI, which is low to medium income wage earners, they are guaranteed more of a discount. The discounts for these folks are anywhere from 10 to 40% guaranteed. So they really, really are trying to save this capacity to help where it can impact the most, right? But everyone qualifies. It's at least a 5% discount. That's the lowest. It's like 10% in most of these markets at a minimum.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so I've talked a little bit about how it works. And it's really just this simple, you join this green energy movement, and you hear this a lot, but man, there's a big impact from this, right? If everyone available in that market were to take, let's call 10% of their usage from the solar grid, gosh, just think about what an impact that would be, plus all the savings that they'd experience. So we're partnering with these solar developers, we're connecting these customers to the farms, don't have to install panels. Obviously, the more customers we save up, the more clean energy is flowing into that local power supply. That's just creating demand for more clean energy. These developers and these farms, these solar farms, these are real, tangible projects in the community. So it's creating jobs, it's creating, uplift. And then when that solar farm creates the electricity, they generate this, the customer's getting the credit back. It's as easy as that. It's amazing.
Okay, so somebody asked for the states again. So it's New York, Maryland, Maine, Massachusetts, Illinois, Rhode Island, Colorado, and New Jersey. Or is that Colorado or Connecticut?
Colorado.
Okay, Colorado and New Jersey. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And more coming every single day. We've got some planned launches. I think, gosh, let me think through some of these upcoming launches. We've got Virginia is coming. A lot of the New England states, guys, for everyone in the New England area, we've got a lot, coming up there. Minnesota's coming, Nevada's coming. We've got some really big ones, pretty exciting. Minnesota, it needs to come to Texas. I really am anxious for Texas, but just biding my time and waiting.
Hey, so folks out there, someone asked, do you need to live in one of these areas in order to promote? Absolutely not. What is the magic question? Who do you know that lives in one of those states, right? Even if it's not in your state, we're here in Texas, just drooling over this. We can't wait for it. But in the meantime, who do you know in New York or Maryland or Illinois or Colorado or one of those places where it is? Start making your list, everybody. Let's rock this thing. Like Pat Delavo said in the Facebook chat, we are now the actual plug.
Cool. It's a good point. I see questions in the chat. I see some activity around, is it the cold states? Is it the cold weather states? And in my head also, I kind of went, you'd think that some of these, traditionally sunnier, hotter states like Florida, Texas, Arizona, these guys would be on the list. It really kind of revolves around legislation. Lots of kind of boring things, but there are markets like these that are launched where renewable energy has been such a focus that they've allowed for tax credits and incentives for these developers to come in and build these farms. And so that's, of course, where they're migrating to. That's where they're putting these things in. And so as that continues, as we see that pattern continue, they'll continue to spread down south. We want it too. Yeah, Hawaii wants it. We all want it. Why would we not want this?
There you go. Well, I'll tell you guys this. Sandy Harris in New Zealand put in the Facebook chat, I live in New Zealand. I'm already promoting it. Don't let Sandy get all your customers all the way from New Zealand, because he'll do it.
That's awesome.
He'll do it. All right.
Yeah, so just a couple of quick points. As if it wasn't good enough already, right? If this didn't sound great, then there's it's clean energy at a discount. There's no credit check. There's no contract. You cancel this. It's not direct to utility, which means that if your customers have their electricity, they've already signed up with a different supplier, right, to save money. They've shopped their electricity through the Bill Genius platform, we hope, right? They can still get the service. And so it doesn't get any better or easier.
Cool.
It's fantastic. Okay, next one. Okay, so speaking of electricity, hey, that's the hot topic everywhere, I think, right now. And we have our broker license in the state of Texas now. So guys, if you're in Texas like me, you can now sign up for electricity auto switching, which is amazing. We have, no less than 50 direct to supplier relationships where they're really vying for your business. And so, get signed up. let us know what's valuable to you. You'll see that when you click through Texas Electricity, it's going to ask you what's valuable to you. Give me the lowest rate available, right? That's what the majority of us want. Some folks are going to say, I want green energy, I want clean energy, or I want to support different affinities, right? So some of our electricity partners in Texas include veteran energy, For Change Energy, some of these really big groups that give back into the local communities. If those are important, great, we've got an option for you too. And so, especially at a time when electric rates have gone completely crazy, we're providing tons of value and tons of peace of mind with customers knowing that they are getting the best rate that's out there and that's available for them. We're also launching natural gas switching. It's launched. And so Maine, New York, Illinois, Michigan, Georgia, Florida, Indiana. I'm happy to say that since I put this slide together, we've launched Massachusetts. So, you know, it's literally every single day we're adding some of these. We will have every single state where this is available up and going. You know, it's just a matter of getting these licenses approved. They're all in the works. And so if you live in a state where you can shop electricity, we got you. If you live in a state where you can shop natural gas now, we've got you. So, you know, come check it out. Again, we've got great direct supplier relationships with these natural gas companies in the same way that we're doing electricity. We're providing value on the natural gas side, right? So that's a huge, huge thing. If you know anyone in these states, just let them know, especially if they've got the electricity service in some of these northeastern states. They're going to love the gas service, guys. Just lower the rate.
Tammy, my poor wife, she's going to wake up to the first text of the morning. It's not going to say, hey, babe, I love you. It says, morning, babe, we need to sign up for Build Genius electricity auto switching now available in Texas.
And that's going to speak to her heart more than a sweet I love you text. She's going to say, you're so right. That's awesome. Okay. So another exciting thing that we have in the cart in general now is commercial services. So previously you could opt in and say, I'm a home or I'm a business. And if business was selected in the Build Genius platform, you would be able to opt for bill negotiation, right? Which is kind of the flagship product. Now, if you go to business, if you are a business owner, if you know business owners, and you select, hey, I'm in Texas, I'm in any state, and I am a business owner, you are going to get a whole suite of new amazing products available for those customers. I mean, really, really good stuff. And so the first one is a bill audit. And so that sounds, you know, very, very similar to bill negotiation. It's very different. So while we can continue to negotiate bills, of course, for our commercial, you know, any kind of business, we can also do an audit on those. So we have a team of auditors now. They take these bills, so they'll negotiate them, of course, make sure the rate's lowered, you know, getting the best plan. But at the same time, it goes over to the audit team and they take a look through the rate codes, all the different classifications for these things, and they make sure there are no errors, that they're not being overcharged with some wrong rate class, rate code, things that the normal person just doesn't, you know, it's not something that's ingrained in our head. We don't know exactly what these rates should be or what meter type we should have, right? Our team does. We've got tons of metadata on this stuff. And so they go through it and two things happen. One, they say, oh, hey, Tammy's business has been paying the wrong rate class for her water bill, for example. And so, man, you know, she's been overpaying by $20 a month. They go back and get me a check for the last 36 months, 3 years in arrears of that $20 overcharge. The utility sends me a check. Number one. Number two, they remove that error going forward. So now Tammy's saving another $20 a month on her bill. I mean, it is phenomenal. We are finding errors on over 88% of our business owners have errors on their audit. We are finding the majority of these errors are worth 5 digits to the business owner. $10,000 and up in a refund check coming from these utilities, right? And so when I say utilities, we can audit for a business owner, electric, gas, water, sewer, internet, a landline phone, cell phone, all of these things kind of lump in as this, what they call utility billing. And we can go through and find these errors. and get them a refund check, save them money going forward. It's phenomenal. And so, on top of negotiating that bill down, we're able to provide these services. And when I tell you we've got some happy business owners, I mean, it's been incredible. And so it works very similarly to the bill negotiation, right? You come online, you upload your bills just like you would for bill negotiation, and we get to work. It's a little bit of a longer process on our end, only because the 6 to 8 week time frame, we're going to get that client back an audit report, letting them know what the errors look like and what their check's going to look like. It only takes that long because we're working with utilities, right? So we've got to reach out to them and say, hey, you're wrong here. Got to get their response. They've got to say, yeah, here's the total for the last 36 months, and we're cutting this check. Trust me, it's worth it. With the client permission, we implement the refund, we implement the changes, we get the ongoing reductions, and then we're good to go.
And this is all 50 states?
All 50 states, all 50 states. And whether you're in a deregulated market or not, meaning if you don't have a choice on your electric supplier, right? In a lot of states, guys, across, I think there's only 13 that have a choice on electric supply. For the audit, it doesn't matter. Like, we can audit all of it. So now we've got these awesome options, right? So
cool.
Yeah, next one it was perfect. It was a good segue into, why are we doing this? How did we discover this? These rate errors are just, it's not something that we can do. So sometimes the rebuttal might be, well, I can negotiate my own bill. I can call and do that. Well, I certainly am not schooled on meter types, on the electric or water, natural gas, all of those things. So, the barrier there is overcome pretty quickly. We don't have anyone saying, no, don't audit that. I don't like refund checks. So guys, it's awesome. Trust me.
Hey, Tammy, I've got a story about that. I went to negotiate my AT&T bill, and they said, nope, can't do it. I gave it to Bill Genius, and I said, Bill's not going to be able to get me any money back either. Bill got me money back. So again, you said it. We don't know. So we don't know how to do this. We don't know how to negotiate. You guys do. Leave it to the experts, folks.
Hey, that's right. I mean, hey, in worst case, we get your bill and we can't do anything with it. And so now we're just going to return you peace of mind. You are paying the best rate. Congratulations. We'll try again in a few months.
Yep. Yeah, and I love that. I love that autopilot. That is incredible. Yeah.
I do too. Yep. I'm the person that will sign up for, on my, it's a good story for me. So on my cable bill, hey, do you want HBO free for 3 months? Yeah, great. Put it on my calendar. Call and cancel the HBO after 3 months. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to take care of that. They do. They take care of it for me. So it's been, and same thing. I sent them I called and negotiated my own cable bill. I was able to save myself $200 a year. I sent it to Bill and went, there's nothing you can do. I'm an expert negotiator. This is what I do for a living. He got me another $700 over 24 months.
No way.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Has me questioning my skills, but I didn't turn it down.
Take the 700 and run.
Yes, I took the money and ran. Okay, guys, next one, we're going to move into another product. So now for your business owners, if you're a business owner, if you know business owners, we have a merchant processing service that's available to them. Yep, pretty sweet. It's a good one. It's, if you make sales online, in store, any platform that you or your business owners might be using, we can accommodate, right? So best in class technology. We provide the service. It's no cost to the business. It is a net zero processing option. And so if these business owners are incurring these fees for merchant processing and credit card processing, we can set that up for them as a pass-through on their business. And so it really saves for them on the bottom line. They're loving this stuff. And why would you choose our merchant services? There's no fees to the merchant for the card or cash transactions. It's the top of the line tech, right? We are partnered up with a company that's like the 7th largest in the nation for this stuff. Billions of dollars processed every year. I mean, just really great customer service, great technology. Any platform that you're using, like I mentioned, online, terminal, POS, any of it. they can accommodate. Compliant cash discounts and surcharge, of course, they're PCI compliant. Quick and easy sign-up process, guys. So on our end, are we merchant processing experts? No, I'm not even a bill negotiation expert, apparently, but we have people that are. And so it's really an awesome system we have for this. You go into the cart, commercial cart, merchant services are there. You select that and you're done.
Okay,
We
wait.
have a merchant services professional reach out to them immediately. Your
So
customer's
Tammy,
going to get a phone call.
the chat kind of went quiet a little bit. I don't think people understand what you just made available to them. So I'm just going to ask you the question. So you mean like if I know somebody who owns a dry cleaners and they want to swipe credit cards and debit cards, Bill Genius can help them?
That's exactly right. Yep. So, yep, that's a great point. So if you're processing a card, if you're taking a credit card, restaurants are huge, on this, and we've got an option for them that will save their business money.
So
As
they
easy
can
as
save
that.
money on merchant services fees. Bill Genius can save them money.
That's right. Yeah. Every time someone swipes a card in a restaurant or in any business, it's costing that merchant a little bit of money. It's costing them a fee. The credit cards charge these fees for transacting. And we can save them on those fees. Who wants to pay those fees? No, that's not a fun part of the business, right? We can save them money. So, put it in, select the merchant services, let one of our specialists give them a call, and they'll walk the customer through the intense details, right? This is a complicated service. We just need to know we have an option for you. It will save you money. If you've got questions around the actual, the terminals and all these things that get complicated with it, we have an expert that will reach out immediately and answer all those questions and move them to the next level. So it is
Kanisha Gomez says she pays over $80,000 a year in fees.
Wow.
Yeah, she's got restaurants.
Yes. Yep. Restaurants are some of the top offenders, but it's just it's a huge expense. We can help you. Yeah. And if nothing else, it's definitely worth a conversation with our merchant processing team to find out just how much you can save, what the options are, what it looks like. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we're just helping a whole lot more people with this kind of stuff. Just another way we can save them money. We're turning this platform into not just, let us get these negotiated bills down, but now let us offer you other products and services that might be able to get your bills down. Whatever we can do, we're getting very creative over here with Bill and trying to get these savings.
Tammy, you've got our people going crazy right now. One of our rock star emeralds, Rod Smith, he's already texting businesses as we speak.
I love it.
You got people standing up at home.
Oh, that's amazing.
Teresa, she's on her feet. She's
It's amazing. Yeah. I cannot wait to see these coming through.
And Tammy, can they, what about Square App and PayPal fees?
Any processing fees, every bit of it. Yep, they can help with any of this, guys.
Nice.
Yep, it's worth the conversation. It's worth getting that in and letting them know we can help them. Super exciting.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so David Romero says, Tigray, so the Tigray pay button will be added to the Reluctant Tunicorn book site.
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna ignore that. I pretend David Romero didn't say it and pretend Mark didn't read that. But hey, everybody, listen, remember this. It costs nothing to find out.
That's it.
Right? It costs nothing to find out.
Yep, that's exactly right. With all the services that we have, right? Costs nothing to find out. Worst case, get peace of mind. Hey, I've got a great deal. It doesn't hurt a thing. I mean, that feels good too.
Yep.
Feels better to get your check.
Bill better get his passport together because every other question in the chat is this only available in the US?
Unfortunately, right now, yes. The good news is that that's another huge initiative for us this year, right? So we're working very hard to get this all moving. I would love to be here tomorrow announcing international expansion and the timeline. We've got this stuff all lined up. As soon as I have a really solid timeline in place, we'll get another one of these going and we'll start talking through it for sure. But yes, it is hugely on the radar. Definitely.
Wonderful.
Good deal.
Okay. So this is a big one, guys. Who knows about this employee retention tax credit? So under the, with the pandemic, you know, the Small Business Administration put together a suite of you know, ways to help the American business owner, right? So under the CARES Act with the coronavirus pandemic, they created things like the PPP loans, right? Everyone's kind of familiar with that. If you're a business owner, you know, those were readily available. You could get those factored up by an accountant and try to help the business put some money into them. A lesser known piece of the CARES Act was an employee retention tax credit. So the IRS was offering essentially a refund of employee payroll taxes to business owners that were impacted by the pandemic. And not a lot of people found out about it or really even kind of know about this refund that was available. Truly a refund. It's not a loan. It's not a, you know, they call it a credit, but it's a payout directly from the IRS. It works like a refund. The customer received this check directly. And the way that this works is that if the business was impacted by the coronavirus pandemic in any way, and our auditors will determine that, I'll speak a little more to it, they are eligible to get a refund of up to half of the payroll taxes that they paid for their employees during 2019, 2020, and then they've extended it into part of 2021. So what does that mean? So eligible businesses could receive up to $26,000 per employee as a check, just a check from the government for payroll taxes that they paid back in those 3 years. You know, for the business to qualify, I don't even want to get into the specifics of that. There's a lot of very broad rules about how you qualify if you're impacted in any way, right? So for a restaurant owner, you were impacted, absolutely. You were shut down for a certain amount of time. You know, anyone that had to close their doors for a short amount of time, anyone who had a decline in sales, even if there was no decline in sales, our tax experts know the IRS code says that you can factor in inflation, right? So even if you have people who are familiar with this employee retention tax credit, who have asked their accountant about it or applied for it in the past and told that they didn't qualify, we are turning those things around and that they most certainly do qualify if you have a team that's really doing the work to factor in, you know, inflation and consumer price index and all these things that only our tax team knows how to do, right? So, you know, it's as simple as this. If you're a business owner, we can work with you. We have a small checklist of documents that are required that our tax team will need, you know, copies of 941s and a couple of tax forms. They take a look through those, they factor it up, and they return a report to you within 5 days that says, hey, you are eligible. And here's the amount of money that your refund's going to be. You sign off on that, they file it, you receive a check. It is that easy. If you don't qualify for some reason, it's not going to cost you anything for us to say, sorry, you don't qualify, or, you know, you've already applied and maybe forgotten about it. Didn't cost you a thing, of course, like everything else we do, right? We only win when we save for our customers. So just another awesome service here, guys.
Is this in the cart, Tammy?
It is in the cart. Yeah. So again, it will say employee retention tax credit. It works a lot like merchant services where you select that and then you check out and it's done. And so one of our commercial services team members are going to reach out directly to you or to your client and walk them through every bit of this. We have a concierge team that handles these commercial customers, which is fantastic. You don't need to know too much about this other than we can do it. It's available. And we've got a team that's going to answer every single question that you or any of your clients might have around this program.
Dorena Sloan, standing, clapping, cheering in my living room.
I did too when we got this launched. And when I tell you the look on these business owners' face when they say, I didn't know about this. Okay, well, here's the couple of documents you need. And when you call them and say, oh, by the way, you're going to receive a check for $205,000. The look on these, can I tell you, the lowest refund that we have factored so far has been $70,000 to these business owners. And we have not disqualified a single business.
Wow.
Wow.
That is awesome.
It's been pretty amazing, guys. Yep. So remember, companies who were previously maybe not eligible, told they're not eligible, their accountant said, yeah, you don't qualify. We're seeing it all the time for reasons unknown to us, right? But most of the time we're hearing that accountants just don't want to go through the work of it, right? They don't want to have to apply for that. They're not paid separately for that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, you don't qualify on the surface. We are going to do the work. We're going to get into these numbers and really dig down and look at it and get every single penny we can for these business owners. Hey, it was a tough couple of years, right? They deserve this. It's such a pleasure to be able to help these business owners with these things like this, these refunds that are due to them. So everyone we can help, guys, let them know. Again, merchant processing, employee retention tax credits, all of these ways that we can try to put more money into your business owners' bottom lines. We would love to have the honor to do so.
Oh my God. Someone said they need oxygen. All right. So question for you. Did I hear you say that you're batting 100% so far on this employee tax?
100%.
And the lowest refund has been 70,000. It's been as much as 205,000.
Oh, it's been in the millions.
Oh,
That 205,000 was just kind of an average. Millions. Depending on how many employees they have.
Wow.
Incredible numbers. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It's amazing, guys.
All right.
The smile on my face getting to tell you about this. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
Okay, so last thing I've got really is just kind of, it's a hint at some of the upcoming products that we'll have that we're working on really hard right now. We're going to add to the negotiations, right? You have said it loud and clear. You would love for us to be able to negotiate things that are credit related, right? Anything credit related, credit card APRs, medical bills, auto loans, mortgages, property tax. All of these things kind of lump into this kind of credit bucket, and we're getting there. We're getting there. There's a lot of red tape that has to happen for that, but man, we are so close to be able to offer this to you guys. It's coming quick, so we'll keep you posted. I'll keep everyone up on these new markets and these new states and these new products. Rooftop solar. So I've talked about community solar, which is to me like the slam dunk. It's amazing. But for customers who want to offset all of their energy usage, we're launching rooftop solar. So we will have, when I say we will have the most competitive rates on this stuff, I truly mean it. We are cutting out a lot of the middleman and the expense that's involved in some of these rooftop solar installations and these panel purchases. So where you have clients that are interested in this service, we're going to be able to accommodate them very, very soon. Insurance, huge, huge, huge. We are licensed in all 50 states. Did you guys know Bill's a licensed insurance agent in all 50 states? So we're very close. It's just a technology game right now. We're trying to get all of this linked up in the back. But we're going to be able to provide options to you on home, auto, renters insurance, right? Hey, this is what I'm paying. These are my coverages. Well, this is what we can do. This is where we can get you better. So, I mean, people are really screaming for the insurance products, guys. And then we've got more energy efficiency products coming. We've got free home and commercial building audits that the utilities are actually paying for that you'll be able to offer to your customers at no charge to them. We'll be able to send folks out to their house to not only kind of give them an audit, but to install things like free LED light bulbs, smart thermostats, replace window and door stripping and things like this that are kind of eating up that energy usage, all free to your customers. That's coming immediately. And so we'll have that launched very, very soon. Good timing with the summer here. We've got service alternatives coming, which means right now for your bills, we can call and negotiate them down, but very, very soon we'll be able to say, hey, Tammy, we were able to save you $400 on your Charter Spectrum bill, but if you'd like to go with other cable or dish providers in your area, we can save you $700. And so now your customers are saying, okay, cool. If I want to stick with my existing services, don't touch them, fine. I just want to pay less. But if they're saying, hey, I would consider something else to save more money, we're going to have that something else. And so it's coming very, very soon. That's all on the residential side. Of course, on the commercial side, we'll offer all of the same things. We've got insurance. We'll have carbon offsets available for businesses who are trying to go, they call it net zero emissions or go completely green. There are tax credits available to businesses for that kind of stuff. So we can help them. We can help them get there and get certified. Just more of the ways we're trying to help. Very exciting.
Awesome.
Wow. Wow. You've blown everyone's mind this morning.
I'm so excited.
Everybody's going bananas. They can't take notes fast enough. Everybody wants the slides. Everybody's in love with Uncle Bill.
Awesome. He's
Good.
awesome.
Yeah.
No, thank you. This has been great. I mean,
Yeah,
this
Tammy,
feels good.
thank you so much for coming on with us today.
Of course.
Yeah, I really, really appreciate it. I was excited. T. Gray and I are excited when we talked to you. We said we need to get the other folks on board and let Tammy come on to flight school and talk about Build Genius and all of the new things coming up. So thank you so much for today.
I appreciate it. I loved it. Thanks, guys.
Totally
Anytime.
awesome.